Right, guys, I've just purchased some golden credits. As you can probably see, I've got the experience on Accelerate Crew Training, which you may see the symbol here, which looks like a house. It means that this person is actually getting double the experience of anyone else. So rather than it go towards the tank, because we've researched everything, so you can see we've got everything researched, that because that's clicked, so you tick that box when you've elited the vehicle. Elited means you've researched everything. You tick that box, and then all of the experience goes into the one crewman who's got less experience. Now, back to the point, you don't have to spend real money or gold, but what I've done is actually bought 20 million credits and 20,000 gold. I'm not going to spend them at this stage, but I wouldn't normally spend them, but I'm actually going to buy binoculars and camo net to show you what this tank can actually do. So that'll speed up the process of getting to the next level. At this stage I wouldn't normally do it. I'd normally just keep progressing through. So imagine, you carry on playing the games until you've got the binoculars and then the camo net. As you saw before, the view range was 288 metres. Well, now the effective range has gone up to 360 metres. So let's get into a game. Oh, and what I would do at this stage is go to the exterior, not buy permanent camo unless I was keeping the vehicle. So for you, for all intents and purposes, imagine you're not keeping the vehicle. So let's put some camo on. I like the white, and that's quite a nice one. That'll do. So that's 7,500 credits, which will lower your chance of being spotted by the enemy by 5%, reduce their effective view range by 5%, to turn this into more of a spotting monster. With the camouflage, this will reduce the chance of you being spotted when you're stationary. The binoculars will only click in when you're stationary as well. So let's get into a game with those enhancements and show you what you can do. So you save up the money to be able to get those enhancements and progress the crew through faster to get it up to that 100% level. So we'll work to get the credits back up to 20 million. So that's where you would have been with positive money from the games, to then be able to first afford the binoculars and then put a camo net on. And they're not fixed accessories. They're things that you can move from one tank to another. So once you've bought them, it's not wasted. Whereas normally you'd have to spend 10 gold, which, I don't know, 30,000 is £80, so £3 is 1,000, so 10... Oh, my head's gone. It's a few pence. It's hardly any money. So 10 is worth it. So I may think about putting switching the vents from this vehicle into the next one. So this stage I could move forward. I'm out of position slightly. I want to be over the other side of the monastery to be able to be effective. So you can see at the moment, see the blue line, that's now shows where I can see, and the effective range is the maximum range is the yellow circle. So I'm going to circle back in over the other side of the monastery, and I'll show you where I set up to maximise my spotting potential and spot for the team to allow us to win. So this could be quite interesting. So let's get up there, mosey along, get into position to spot for the team. There are low numbers of players, but that's because there aren't many people on the server at the moment. Otherwise you'd have 15 a team. So as there are lower numbers, I expect the experience from the game to be lower as well, purely because of that. So yeah, so that's going to be a pain. So we won't get so much experience, and it'll look like we haven't done as well, but that's purely because there's less players. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 players a team instead of 15. So maximum will be about 2/3. So let's sit in place, wait for the binoculars to go up. You'll see there you go, the blue line change, and we're now spotting people over the other side of the ridge, or we will soon. He's spotted. He's been damaged because of us. Better if you don't fire. So we spotted him. And let's stay here. There we go, we're spotting more people. I think that's us spotting, so stay in this position, keep looking around, try and spot the targets, spot them as they're moving forward. He was totally in the wrong position. He was further forward in the bush, and he could easily be seen and spotted for where he was firing from. And possibly even he had that guy firing from behind him. So possibly that the Rotsu driver from Japan actually killed him because he was firing from behind him. They were like in the last review. So we're a couple of 100 points down, one tank down. He's coming up. The white circle around us is the proxy spotting zone. So he's sneaking up. If he gets much closer, he could potentially be. There we go. He's gone. Could potentially be in a position to proxy spot us. We're a couple of tanks down. Let's try and keep spotting. Our team is seriously falling over. But that's what you expect at this level. So do your best. Spot for the team. Try and get those shots in when you can. Now the spotting range is still quite good. So just don't move too much. Just spot for the team. Allow them to do the shooting. Otherwise, sometimes if you shoot... yes, I took this shot on the LOL tractor. But he's got a great view range as well. So if you can take out their good spotters first, it might be worth taking a shot or two to be able to get rid of them, so that it'll give your team the tactical advantage. So you've got to weigh up the situation as it happens. So we're 2 tanks down, 300 hit points down. We've only got 5 premium, and they've got 1 Rotsu left who's got 1 kill. So let's wait and see what happens. Our team's doing quite well. They're not moving. Let's keep spotting over there. We need to sit. So sit and watch. We're a couple of tanks down. As long as the guys aren't stupid and move, we should be okay. We'll wait for them to make the mistakes. There we go.
Penetration.
We've lost more tanks. We're in trouble. He was moving too fast. Very, very nice move by him.
Enemy is hit.
So let's just sit back. We know where he is. He's hiding. Keep looking. So we've got the front of the tank watching over towards K3. So if they come that way, they're going to be spotted. Hopefully the L tractor can shoot him with me spotting. I'll spot anyone coming that way, like the guy who's over at D4 behind the house. I'll try and spot him. We can still pull this off. There he goes. Oh goodness, too slow. Now the Rotsu's slow, so I'm going to actually pull back because he could be coming very soon. I'm getting out of range because if he moves up, he'll be within range and he'll better spot me. So I don't want to be there. Get out of his range, spot him, get into a position where I can protect the cap. I'm going up on the hill. I'm going to look back down this road to be able to see them. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to park up by this bush up there ahead, so I can see into the cap, and I can see down this road, because I expect the Rothschild to be coming up, and I'm going to load gold. I know I wouldn't normally, but as you saw before in that other game, that even with premium at a distance of 100 metres, it doesn't always pen. So I want to be certain of killing him, because he's good enough to have a kill so far. He's making the right moves, and I want him dead, and we'll lose it. So that's the sort of thing you've got to take. Yes, it's 800 credits a shot, so it's not cheap. It's really not a cheap option. So set up here. Get the front looking that way. I'm looking over there. And make sure I can shoot. Yep, if it comes that way. We've got camoed up. Binoculars are ready. 7 minutes to go. So we wait. We wait for him to appear. Because we saw him going down the bottom line around about J8. I know he's slow, but I don't think he's that slow. There he comes.
Penetration. We're done for.
Yeah.
Everyone get out.
Even being in this position, it didn't quite work. I couldn't get a bead on him. There's that outcrop in the way now, which that wasn't there before. I'm going to have to change my position. That's been put there so you can't get them if they come to that place. So that's quite interesting. So I'm going to relearn this map. It's been a while, so yeah. So you can have all the camo in the world, but if you can't get the shot on, moving, you then give your position away and you're dead. So the right position. So I'll try and show you the right position. The position up ahead was good. Oh, he's moving out of position. What's that lol tractor doing? Oh yeah, we're winning. Now I'm going to charge to my death because I haven't done anything. They're now moving towards me, so I'm going to charge them because I really want to. Oops. They're going to see me. I've got the best view range and I'm in a fantastic hold-down position. But I think I'd better charge forward. I'll charge forward to make sure they can see me. Tell me how that works out. Oh, he's got an MG. Ah. Yeah, the MG... Oh no, he hasn't got the MG. It's someone else who was firing. So he was just spotting. They could well do it. He's doing okay. Yeah. I thought it wasn't going to end well. But I made the mistake up there. I mean, maybe I had to move because there was no one else spotting him. He'd got in too close. It was a tricky situation. So that was my mistake, not knowing that area of the map. I need to. It used to be able to. You used to be able to see down there, and there wasn't a rock in the way to be able to get a view on them right the way down. So that's an interesting addition that's now on the map. So if you play this map, that's in the way. So that spot isn't quite as good as it used to be. So we'll get into another game after this, and I will show you. So let's look at these. Look at the post-game stats. Oh, that was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Spotting only 100. Really, really abysmal. So yeah, I'm quite disappointed. But we've got the equipment. We're ready to rock. So don't get disheartened at this stage. So let's get into another game, and you're going to lose 50% of the games until you're fully set up, until your crew is 100%. Then you're looking to be able to change it from 50% to increase your percentage and show how skillful you actually are as a player. So let's see what we can do on Malnovka. Use the camouflage net and the bush to better effect. So this is what you'd more like. This is what you'd like to have, and it's what you need. You need a situation like this where you can see larger distances, and hopefully have support from your team. So try and stay at range. Hopefully get some shots on that they can't shoot you. I do like these effects; they are so good. So head down. I head down, as this isn't the fastest moving tank, unlike say the T1, which moves really, really nicely. So we're going to head down to those bushes, get some spots on, help the team, push forward. Oh, out the way. It's okay. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Stop pushing me. I'm trying to get somewhere, and you're trying to bite me out the way. It's surprising how fast that moves. So head down to these bushes, get behind here in case they're pushing up. Watch that way in case they're pushing up. Push down, get into these bushes. Get double bushed. Okay, from here, wait for the view range to click in. In fact, let's go to the bush up ahead. Use the bush for cover. And wait for the binoculars to set up. And Camonet will set up at the same time. So we don't have to be that little bit further forward. There we go, tree down there. There we are. He's in view range, he can't see us. I'm spotting him for the team. I don't want to fire because they're going to wreck me. He's looking to see if I'm here. I'm spotting, but there's no one firing at him. Keep them lit up. They can absolutely wreck me. You can see from the angles that they're looking this way. There's no supporting fire coming from the team. There it comes. Finally, he must have just moved into render range from some people. There we go. And we've spotted and assisted him to die. He's in the centre, was hoping to get to help. So let's have more spotting. So we're spotting the enemy team. This is how you want to be set up. So the view range, camo so they can't see you, plus the camonet so they can't see you, and the binoculars so you can shoot them, you can see them. Now he is a target that I want dead. But he's moving. He's got a good, very good view range. Oh, he's coming in. He's going to be dead in a minute. This is showing what you can do spotting. Because if I fire, he's going to see me.
Enemy armor is damaged. They're knocked out. We put out the flames. Bail out.
And that's what happens if you fire. See, as soon as you're seen, you're dead. Hacker? No. But I think we've given the team enough of an advantage. So that's the thing. You don't want to fire, because as soon as you fire, you're dead. So this is showing you what to do and what not to do. So we were in the position, he couldn't see us at all. They had no idea, even though he was right there, they had no idea where I was. Until you fire. When you fire, you're dead. As you saw, don't fire. Just move into the position and spot. Because if they're close enough to see you, when you fire, you negate the camo bonus. You effectively say, here I am, and suddenly they've got a target. You are dead. And you can't do any more spotting. So for the sake of taking out one tank, those two shots, yes, he was a very, very dangerous opponent. Let's have a look at his name. So L Tractor, who's dead. Now he 52% win rate, so he's quite good. So He knew what he was doing. Good tank, very good spotting. He's probably fully kitted out. He's done a number of games. So, yeah, he's looks like probably approaching 1,000 games in that tank. So he knew what he was doing. So he was possibly the most effective person on their team, and it was worthwhile taking him out. So, yeah, you're dead. You lose your spotting ability, but you've still got the rest of the team. So we should move on for the win. And I'll come back to this, and we'll have a look at the post-game stats. Right, that's it. Game over. Let's look at those stats. So let's see how we did. So it was essentially to do him. The LOL tract is the most. Let's have a look. 10. You've won 10 battles. That's nice. So 417 experience. Even though we won, you get a lot more experience for actually shooting things. So which I don't think is quite fair. So yeah, 51 damage, 1 kill, only 278 experience. So 2 shots, 2 hits, 2 pens, damage 51, but spotting 359. We allowed the team to actually get to a point of victory. I had to use a fire extinguisher when I was set on fire, which automatically kicked in, and when my tracks were taken off, or my engine was taken out, I repaired that. Normally it would have been 40,000 credits at that point, but it only cost 20,000 because of the half price deal. And so, yeah, lost 11,000 or lost 14,484. It's a bit faded for a win, but only 278 experience, which isn't a great deal. But as you saw, we spotted all of those tanks and allowed the team to do all of that damage and swing the battle in our favour, and we still got a 3rd class. So that's the difference that you can get, and now the view range has gone up to 291. The extra experience, because he was getting the double experience, he's gone up to 86%. So the view range basic, when you're moving, has gone up to 291, and with the binoculars has gone up to 364 from the 360. So you can see, as you're progressing, the crew's getting better, and the real world effect of that bonus is going up. So yeah, he said hacker, but no, it's things you can actually do. So we've got the bonus on the crew, that 5%, which gives him 86 instead of 81. They get 95 because of his 81, his own 81, plus the 10% that you get from the commander, so that's 9 for that, plus the 5 that you get from the improved vents. That's the same with each crew member. So that puts him at 95%. Him at 95% as well, but the commander at this stage is only 86%. So your crew's advancing, you got the equipment, you're ready to rock, you got the long-range gun, and you're fully kitted out. So I'll show you the next advancement, and I would do some games and show you where you go at the next advance point. Oh, win-wise, let's have a look at the tech tree. So at 47%, I want to approach the 60%, so that's what I'm going to push for now. Slowly progress towards 60% and the next transition, so you can see what to do at the next stage of tank evolution, heading up the German line, up towards the E100. Thanks guys, and see you on the next one.